The time is now for the SEC championship game where we are going to be facing off against the Georgia Bulldogs for the second time in 3 seasons. Here we were, defending SEC champion and national champion after last season. This season we had a little bit of a stumble before this game, the loss to A&M, so we are a win to get in kind of situation. We have 2 losses on the season, 1 to the Aggies, 1 to the Buckeyes, and this one is as big as they get for us. If we lose, we go to a bowl game. If we win, we go to the playoffs, and that's what's on the line for us here in this one against the number 1 team in the country. So on that note, I just want to say welcome back to the channel for all of you returning, and welcome for those of you new here to Champ & Sons and all of our college football content. Now, Georgia completely undefeated on the season. They've had a hell of a year. Gunnar Stockton at quarterback. They've had some really big wins, but they've also fought hard in some wins like the 45-42 game over Alabama. And then they had some big wins over Oklahoma, Tennessee, and not much of a challenge since that game for the most part. You know, the closest one, Kentucky, like 34-21, a 13-point victory. But so it hasn't been the biggest struggle in the world for them, but you can tell they are still a tested team. Now, looking at that team, Gunnar Stockton is their senior leader at quarterback, throwing for almost 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions on the season with a 70% completion percentage. So a really good year for him in this offense. But then what you also have is the running game to complement that. Isaac Brown out of the backfield having 1,200 yards and 19 touchdowns on the ground. Let me rephrase that, 19, if you didn't hear it the first time. So between Brown, Nate Frazier, and Stockton, you're already looking at 35 touchdowns between those 3 players. Add another 7 more for Robinson. That's going to give you 42 on the ground. They are a very run-heavy kind of team. Now, we've been pretty decent at stopping the run this season. Our defense has, so I think they should be able to kind of hold them in that realm. But still, this is a hefty task ahead of us here as they try. This is going to be a big one. I'm not sure what our defense is actually going to do to try to get those guys slowed down. And same thing in the wide receiver core. Roland, Humphreys for 21 touchdowns. Between those 2, add another 5 for White. Then their tight end Lucky getting 3. I mean, they move the ball on the offensive side. They've got a lot of different damn weapons, and it's going to be tough on our defense, but I think they can do it. Now, the offense that we're going to be facing, or we are the offense, but the defense we're going to be facing is a hefty pressure defense coming off the edge. If you can see, their top 3 sack getters are all on the defensive line. Elo Mendoza with 11, Griffin and McLeod 8.5 and 7 respectively. So they do a good job at getting pressure on the quarterback. Weigman, who has struggled at times with pressure, that's going to be a big thing for him to try to overcome in that realm. Now, interception-wise, they also do a pretty good job of forcing interceptions. 11 of them on the season, 3 of them by Robinson, 3 of them by Wilson. So the defensive backfield is a very strong one. We've been turning the ball over recently. That's what killed us in the A&M game and even made us struggle against San Jose State. So this is going to be something we're really going to have to overcome and truly be smart with the possession of the ball. So on that note, let's jump into it here in our opening possession of the ball game. From Atlanta, Georgia, as we have it at the 44-yard line. Drop off a screen pass to Simon, who stiff arms his way forward and picks up only about 3 yards. That Georgia defenses, they do swarm, and they swarm fast. That's going to make it 2nd and 7. Weigman coming set in a shotgun, 3 wide. Livingstone is in the slot left. Wingo wide left. Weigman's got it in his hands, fires that one across for Livingstone, who jumps up to make the catch, but not a whole lot of space around. As soon as he came down with the ball, 3 Bulldog defenders right there to bring him to the turf. 3rd and 5. Now a big 3rd down conversion needed. As Weigman comes out, 3 receivers in the pocket, fires over the middle for Livingstone, who's very sure-handed and become a prime target for Weigman this season as he made that catch, and that's going to give us a 1st and 10 at about the 38.5 yard or 34.5 yard line, excuse me. So now he's going to send Lockett in motion here. Weigman's got the snap. Quick throw to Lockett on the outside. He's got speed. Cuts it up. Sits back outside and inside the red zone, brought down at the 18-yard line. Good gain by Lockett on that one. That's going to set us up with the 1st and 10 in prime position. Under center, I formation, 2 tight ends on the right side of the line, Wingo wide left. Has the snap, hands it off to block up the left guard there, and he's going to pick up a good about 2 yards. This defense is, man, they do swarm. They don't play around on that one. So 2nd and 8 from the shotgun. 2 tight end set. Lockett goes in motion. Weigman with the snap. And he's going to take off up the middle. He's got a little lane and stiff arming his way forward and brought down at the 2. Weigman playing without a little bit of, maybe he should play with fear. He's playing without it right now, and that might get him killed. So now it's 1st and goal after that run by Weigman. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. As Clark and Simon are in the backfield, Clark goes in motion. Has the snap, swing pass to Clark on the left side, and he walks it in. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As he just walked that one right into the end zone there. Untouched, not a defender around him in sight. And that was a great play by this offense. Good blocking there by Wingo on the outside. Give that guy total credit. So now here we come later in the 1st, still leading 7-0. Our defense has done a job by holding them up. Our 2nd and 10. Weigman rolls out to the right, fires that one up. He hits Wingo coming across the field with space in front of him and brought down at the 24-yard line. Ryan Wingo coming all the way across the field on the, and that was a big one that we did need here. Get some more momentum going. So 1st and 10 now from the 24-yard line. Weigman comes out in the shotgun. 3 receivers set here. Has the snap in hand, hands it off to Simon. Left side has a little bit of a hole open, and Simon gets brought down after a 2-yard gain. You may be wondering where C.J. Baxter is, and I can tell you he is kind of beat up right now. This whole back half of the season has been pretty tough on him. So Simon filling in. Simon and Christian Clark taking their share of the duties. 2nd and 8, hand off to Simon. Hole opens up over the middle. Following his blockers and Simon, big gain down to the 8-yard line, and that's going to make it 1st and goal. He's got 22 yards on the ground now. So here we come out from the shotgun, 8-yard line, 1st and goal. 4 wide set. Weigman's got the snap. Blitz comes, falls back and throws it away at the last second. God, he's got to be careful about that. Simon, it looks like, was going to try to be his target, but got held up at the line, just running into the blockers. Now 2nd and goal, hands off to Simon, cuts it back to the left side, fumbles it. Simon's going to fumble at the 1-yard line. Oh my goodness, Simon got blasted, had it the end zone right there in front of him, and now it's a turnover as Simon gets just completely taken out. I mean, it was a good hard hit, but man, you've got to hold on to that ball. Ellis Robinson, more worried about him getting the ball on an interception, and he's the one who recovers the fumble after Simon got blasted. Now our defense would hold up, thankfully. Thankfully, our defense holds up and prevents a score. So here comes our offense back at it once again. Simon, this time with the ball, hole open at the 40-yard line and brought down at about the 39. He had a good gain on that one. Just because he fumbled doesn't mean you get out and lose faith in the kid. He is one of our top backs, essentially. He's got 61 yards on 7 carries so far this afternoon. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Weigman in the pistol, 3 receivers. Has the snap in hand. Handed off to Simon, and the blitz got there. The run blitz called perfectly as he got into the backfield before Simon could do anything with it. So here we come out, 2nd and 11 from the 40. Weigman claps his hands, sends Lockett in motion. Has the snap. Swing pass out to Lockett. It's caught at the 42 and brought down at about the 38. So a gain of a yard. Not the most effective pass play in the world, but I guess it does move us forward. We're going to take it for what it's worth. Glass half full, as we say around here. That makes it 3rd and 9. So staying in the shotgun, 4 wide set. Washington, the tight end, is in the slot right. Weigman making changes before the snap. Has it in his hand. Pressure comes. Fires it to the left side and hits Wingo. Does catch it, but he's only going to get a few yards, and that's going to set us up for a 52-yard field goal attempt. Shipley gets set to line this up from the left hash mark. Has it. Boot, and it's hooking. He pulled it to the left. Shipley pulls it to the left and misses that one, and that's going to result in a Georgia Bulldog touchdown on their offensive possession following that missed field goal. So now we got to bounce back. We can't rely on field goals, and Simon says, "I've got it. Put it back in my hands, coach." As he takes that one up the gut for big yardage down to the 18, 19-yard line. He's got 86 yards already on the ground here in the first half. So that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. 1st and 10 Longhorns. 2 minutes to go here from the 19. Inside the red zone, Weigman with Simon in the backfield comes to the line in a shotgun. 3 receivers left. Lockett is in the slot. Has the snap, hands off to Simon once more, and this is starting to get dangerous territory with the way Simon's history is, having fumbled already down here once. So 2nd and 7. Plenty of time is on the clock. Both teams still actually have 3 timeouts, so good timeout management by these coaches. 2nd and 7 now. Weigman fires that one to the right side. He hits Simon, and he makes a cut in, and Simon's brought down at the 2-yard line. What a play by Simon on the little pattern out in the right flat. Makes the catch. And then just that little cut move back to the inside, avoiding multiple Bulldog defenders. Gets brought down at the 2-yard line. So Georgia would use their first timeout, and that's going to make it 1st and goal Longhorns. Has the snap, swing out to Lockett, and he's going to be hit and brought down. All right, Georgia uses their second timeout now. Because why not after we lost that many yards? That's going to make it 2nd and goal. So now we come set to the line in the shotgun. 3 receiver set. Weigman's got the snap. Quick throw to Washington in the flat. He takes it in. Touchdown Longhorns. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's going to give us a 1-score lead here in the back half of the second quarter. Jordan Washington with a touchdown on the RPO, and just a beautiful read there by Weigman on that one, as that gives us the lead here in Atlanta. Now, just before halftime, Georgia would score, but at least we had blocked the extra point, so we got that going for us. And that leaves us 9 seconds left. Nothing much but a Hail Mary throw up, looking for Wingo, as he goes up and gets it, gets past the defender. Wingo takes it in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Weigman just threw that one up, and Wingo came down with it, and that is a momentum builder at the end of the half. So here we come, starting the second half with the ball here in the third quarter. 13 minutes remaining. We now lead by 8 thanks to that heave of a touchdown with 9 seconds remaining. 21-13 is the score, but we put ourselves inside the red zone once again here as Weigman finds Lockett coming out over the middle on that one, picking up good yards, about 20 yards on that catch, on that pitch and catch. So, good play on that one. Need to keep this drive alive. Don't do anything stupid. That's tend to be our habit in some games. So trying to avoid that this time. From inside the red zone at the 15-yard line. Weigman's got the snap. He's going to take off up the middle. He's got space in front. Hit, and he's brought down. Oh, it makes me so nervous. He's going to fumble whenever he runs like that. 2nd and inches. What does Coach Incredible have drawn up? From the shotgun. 2 tight ends set. Weigman has the snap. Hands off to Simon, and he's going to be stuffed. And Simon's going to have to come out of the game now. He's looking a bit beat up after that hit. So 3rd and inches now. Chris Cole for the Bulldogs coming in on the tackle on that one. So 3rd and inches here from the 6-yard line. If we don't get this, just kick the field goal. Don't do anything stupid. 3rd and inches. Weigman with the option keeper to the left side. Cuts it up, and Weigman takes it in. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Good run by Weigman on that option, as he had that one and just that last little cut to the inside, avoiding the hit and being able to get into the touchdown. Top-notch play by the senior quarterback, senior transfer quarterback. He never would have been in this position had he stayed at A&M. I think we all can agree on that, even though they did beat him. I'm just saying. All right, 1st and 10 Longhorns as we come back out here in the fourth quarter. Early on, it's 23-28, as Georgia is just kind of refusing to go away. I don't like that. I want them to go away. They're bothering me now. One-score ball game, about 11 and a half minutes to go in this one. Weigman from the shotgun after the 4-yard loss drops off a screen pass to Simon. Follows his blockers to the inside and picks up about 6 yards, give or take. Nothing special there. 3rd and 8, which I guess is more manageable than 3rd and 14, so take it for what it's worth. So 3rd and 8, Weigman from the shotgun has it in his hand. Fires that one over. He's going to hit Simon, who's dropped abruptly, and he's looking kind of gimpy. He's going to come out once again. Now here comes Shipley on for this time a 53-yard field goal because 52 just was too short for him. He couldn't adjust. So 53 is what we're giving it a go here. And that one is going to be boot ball. It just squeezed in the damned upright. He does make it, but my goodness. I knew that 1 yard extra was the difference maker. As Shipley boots that one through, it's still a one-score game, but it's only 8 points. Now we would get an interception by the defense, and so here comes our offense right back to try to repay the favor. 2nd and 8 here in a one-score ball game, trying to make it 2 scores. 10 minutes to go in this one. Longhorns come out in the shotgun formation, 3 wide set. Livingstone in the slot right. Lockett goes in motion right to left. Weigman's got the snap, swing past to Lockett out on the left side. He's got speed, takes off, dives for the end zone and makes it in. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Who knew that Longhorns could fly? As he went leaping from probably about the 3-4 yard line, it seemed like. Let's see if this replay shows it any better, but he took to the air to get it into the end zone. All right, 1 yard line. Never mind. That sounds more kind of like a Longhorn right there. That would now give us a 2-score lead. Now our defense does it again, folks. Gets another interception. And so here comes the offense. Now, if we can put something up right now, you can almost damn near call this game finito if we can punch this one in. But it's a big if. 2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, Weigman's got it. Takes off, and he's going to fumble now. But we do jump back on the ball. Oh, the strip sack done by Elijah Griffin coming up the middle, but thankfully the guy who's supposed to be blocking Griffin does fall on it, so that's positive. 3rd and 14 now from the 24-yard line. Has a snap in hand, fires that one over, hits Livingstone, who's brought down at about the 12. That's going to make it 4th and 2. So it's a 2-score ball game. We're going to try to go for it and see if we can't do something. Put this game away. From the shotgun, Clark goes in motion. Weigman has the snap, swing past to Clark, and the defense is going to be there. They swarmed him. They saw it coming. Oh, now our defense thankfully did its job. That's all I can be grateful for. Our defense has stepped up big time in this game. Simon trying to take it over on the ground, fires that one forward. He's got 110 yards on 21 attempts. This is really the biggest opportunity he's had to play in his Longhorn career, and I'll say he is taking full advantage. 1st and 10, 15-point ball game from the 16-yard line. 38-23 is our lead. Hand that off to Simon, goes left, cuts back right, nowhere really to go. That's okay there. Simon looking a little bit hobbled. And yeah, you can tell by this wear and tear there, he's getting beat up also. The wear and tear for running backs is absolutely ridiculous. I think anybody who's played this game so far can agree with that. 2nd and 9. Hand it off to Simon. Left side, and he runs into Gooseby there, the blocker. And Simon just couldn't do anything after that. Ran into big old Gooseby, and he gets brought down. So now 3rd and 7. Time is ticking away, though. Just over 4 minutes remaining. 5 wide for the Longhorns. 3rd and 7. Fires it over, hits Wingo. Fighting forward. Is he going to get the first down? He does. Wingo with his 5th catch of the afternoon. Pushes forward, fights for that extra yardage, and gets the first down to make it 1st and goal. So here we come out in the shotgun. 2 tight ends set. Hand off to... No, they throw it to the right side to Washington because I worked last time. It was obviously an RPO just by the look of it, but, man, Washington was blanketed by the defender. I don't know what Weigman was thinking. 2nd and goal now. The clock has stopped. as he hand that one off to Simon, and 2 defenders were there at the time that the ball was handed off. And Gooseby now goes down for the Longhorns. What else is going to happen on this drive? I'm just curious. I mean, I really am at this stage. Trying to run the clock out, and our own guys are getting hurt, which stops the damn clock, which is just stupid, by the way. I'm just throwing that out. I hate that. So 3.5 minutes still in this game. As Weigman's got the snap, fires it to the left side, hits Washington, turns it up, and he punches it in. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Finally got Washington coming out across the field on the drag pattern. And it looked like all of Georgia dropped back to cover the receivers deeper in the end zone. So Washington was pretty much wide open there. And all Weigman had to do was put it on him. He turns it up and takes it into the end zone. And ladies and gentlemen, that is all that we would need here to be the SEC champions for the 2nd year in a row. Taking out Georgia, getting our revenge on the Bulldogs for what happened in real life. Best way to do revenge is in a video game. That's all I'm saying. So we take out Georgia, and we are playoff bound, ladies and gentlemen. Playoff bound. That is big for us, especially with that last loss dropping us out of the playoffs. And then coming up here in a big game, big moment against a solid Georgia, the #1 team in the country, Georgia Bulldogs. And we're able to take it from them and punch our ticket to the postseason. Beautiful way to finish it off. Now, while we do finish this game up, and I do just want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you've not hit it already. And definitely give us a thumbs up if you did enjoy this episode. You're enjoying the college football season. You're loving the NFL happening. It's all a good life. Definitely give us a thumbs up for that. And hit the bell icon to be notified of all the content here that we upload to Champion Sons on our channel. Oh, L.J. Martin gets the Doak Walker Award. Jordan Washington, the John Mackey for best tight end. Our guys are cleaning up with the exception of Weigman so far. Let's see, what other awards can we get? Mason Shipley gets the Lou Groza 27 of 30 on the season. Yeah, probably. It would have been better if he was 28 of 30. I'll say that. It just feels like it would be better, but good year for him. Good job from distance, too. And in the playoff, we are going to be traveling on the road because we were number 14. We're going to be playing the UCLA Bruins. That should be a tough one at their stadium. It's always a tough place to play, especially when they're actually a good team. So looking at the rest of the playoff bracket, Georgia and the Sun Devils, LSU and Duke, Tulane and Notre Dame will all be the first round games as you see who's waiting for us in the quarterfinals. So it should be interesting, everybody. But that will all be in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. As always, everybody, stay safe, and, well, you know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.